I still feel you where the highway goes. Headlights fade into the night. Your hand in mine felt so right. Radio plays a song we knew. Every mile I drive leads back to you. Every turn, every sign brings your memory back in time. I close my eyes, the world slows down to the places where our love was found. Red lights and open roads, hearts collide. Every mile pulls me back to your side. I reach through the night, chasing stars, holding on to who we are. Red lights and open roads, soft and true. Every sunset still reminds me of you. If time could bend and skies replay, I'd keep you close and never stray. When through the windows whispers low, moments we shared that I can't let go. Empty gas stations and neon signs, echoes of laughter frozen in time. Every mile on this road I roam leads me back to where you're home. Those seasons shift and years move past. The journey keeps our love steadfast. Red lights and open roads, hearts collide. Every mile pulls me back to your side. I reach through the night, chasing stars, holding on to who we are. Red lights and open roads, soft and true. Every sunset still reminds me of you. If time could bend and skies replay, I'd keep you close and never stray. I trace the lines of every lane, feel your heartbeat in the pouring rain. Red lights and open roads remain a melody of love entwined with pain. Red lights and open roads, hearts collide. Every mile pulls me back to your side. I reach through the night, chasing stars, holding on to who we are. Red lights and open roads, soft and true. Every sunset still reminds me of you. If time could bend and the skies replay, I'd keep you close and never stray. Red lights and open roads, I still feel you where the highway goes. The street was quiet, almost still. Your shadow leaned against my door. You said you'd only stay a minute, but we both knew it meant more. Your fingers play with borrowed time, like you were scared of what it'd say. Your eyes were asking me to fight, your lips were already on their way. It was the night we almost stayed, almost let our hearts aside, almost turned that one last moment into more than just goodbye. We were standing on the edge of something, we were afraid. Yeah, we were closer than we knew. The night we almost You smiled like nothing was breaking, like this was just a game. I held my breath, you held the truth between your hand and mine. You said this isn't what it seems. I heard I'm running out of time. It was the night we almost stayed, almost crossed that fragile line, almost chose each other over fear. We tried to hide, we were standing on the edge of something we couldn't save. Yeah, we were closer than we knew. The night bare branches trace a silver sky. Sidewalk chalk washed pale and thin. You matched every step nearby as the dust drew slowly in. Paper bags from corner shops rustled softly in the breeze. Conversation never stops, yet floats along with ease. The way February felt with you, cool air mixed with gentle heat. Every ordinary view turned tender on that street. Bus windows fogged in passing lines. Footprints faded into gray. You laughed over small designs kids had scribbled in their play. You nudged me just to share a joke, half a smile you couldn't hide. Through the words we never spoke, something settled deep inside. The way February fell with you, soft and calm without a name. Little moments shining through, nothing ever stayed the same. If seasons spin and colors skew, and paths reshape what we pursue, I'll still remember clearly too. February felt with you. tiny chapel by the pier, wooden benches worn and plain. You leaned close so I could hear your soft laugh above the rain. Dripping wax along the stand, pulling slowly near the base. You guided gently with your hand to carve letters in that space. Our names in candle wax, etched beside a quiet flame. No grand bow or paper acts, yet nothing felt the same. Ocean murmur through the night, salted air against the door. We stayed longer than we might, tracing marks once more. You watched the shapes begin to set, hardened in a golden line. In that glow we won't forget how your world crossed into mine. Our names in candle wax, holding in the melted trace. Simple, small, yet it impacts more than time could erase. If tides return and wash the shore, and suns fade back to plain and blank, I'll still recall forevermore the moment by that stand we backstair landing after class, dusty sunlight through the pane. We would linger as crowds passed, listening to distant rain. Share notebooks on your knees, whisper softer than a sigh, hidden from the passing breeze, letting busy moments fly. We loved in the quiet corners, out of sight from hurried days. No big scenes or grand performers, just rain falls softly on the street. Footsteps echo where we walked. You left a note I couldn't keep, words we never fully talked. I watched the door swing one last time. The silence learned my pain. I tried to hold the pieces close, but they slipped through my hands again. Soft hearts don't break quietly, they shatter in the dark unseen. Every tear a secret melody, every sigh a memory. Soft hearts don't break quietly, they leave a trace we can't erase. Even when the world moves on, the cracks remain in place. Your sweater hangs upon the chair, it still smells like yesterday. I talk to shadows everywhere, they know what I can't say. I feel the weight of almost love, the echo of what could have been. I tried to speak, but words betrayed and left me with the quiet sting. Soft hearts don't break quietly, they shatter in the dark unseen. Every tear a secret melody, every sigh a memory. Soft hearts don't break quietly, they leave a trace we can't erase. Even when the world moves on, the cracks remain in place. So I walk alone beneath the rain. With every beat I still remain. Soft hearts don't break quietly, but they learn to live again. Holding on to faded shadows, your voice still lingers where I go. Streetlights flicker on empty streets, echoes of laughter, broken beats, old photographs tucked in a drawer. I touch the past I can't ignore. Every step, every sigh pulls me back to nights gone by. I close my eyes, I drift away to the shadows that couldn't stay. Holding on to faded shadows, hearts collide. Every memory pulls me to your side. I reach through echoes of the rain, clinging to what still remains. Holding on to faded shadows, soft and true. Every sound still leads me back to you. If time could bend and skies replay, I'd keep you close, I'd never stray. feel your heartbeat where I belong. Holding on to faded shadows remain, a melody of love entwined with pain. Holding on to faded shadows, hearts collide. Every memory pulls me to your side. I reach through echoes of the rain, clinging to what still remains. Holding on to faded shadows, soft and true. Every sound still leads me back to you. If time could bend the skies replay, I'll keep you close, I'd never stray. Holding on to faded shadows, your voice still lingers where I go. Morning light spilled through the blinds. Your coffee cup was still half full. You smiled like we had all the time, but the clock was never dull. I held my breath in quiet rooms where words were never said. I felt the space between your heart and the life you chose instead. Down the hall, a sound I chased but never hold. You called me when the night got tall. Stories whispered soft and bold. Every glance, a quiet truth. Every step, a space I knew. I felt the pull of almost love and how it stayed with me. I loved you in the in-between, where your eyes said more than words, where your hands were almost mine and your heart was barely heard. I loved you in the in-between, when your world kept moving on. If loving you was just a pause, I paused, I stayed, I held on. So here I stand in empty light, memories soft but clear. I loved you in the in-between, and I'll love you always here. The days we left behind still linger in the corners of my mind. Faded streets and broken signs, your laughter lost between the lines. Old letters scattered on the floor, stories we wrote but closed the door. Every glance, every sigh takes me back to nights gone by. I close my eyes, I drift away to the moments that couldn't stay. The days we left behind, hearts collide. Every memory pulls me to your side. I reach through echoes of the rain, holding on to what remains. The days we left behind, soft and true. Every sound still brings me back to you. If time could bend the skies replay, I'd keep you close, I'd never stray. Empty cafes and midnight streets, whispers of you in every heartbeat. Neon lights and distant cars trace the outline of our scars. And every shadow that the night recalls shows the love that built these walls. Though years have passed and hearts move on, the melody of us still lingers strong. The days we left behind, hearts collide. Every memory pulls me to your side. I reach through echoes of the rain, holding on to what remains. The days we left behind, soft and true. Every sound still brings me back to you. If time could bend the skies replay, I'd keep you close, I'd never stray. Trace the lines of every song, feel your heartbeat where I belong. The days we left behind remain a melody of love entwined with pain. The days we left behind, hearts collide. Every memory pulls me to your side. I reach through echoes of the rain, holding on to what remains. The days we left behind, soft and true. Every sound still brings me back to you. If time could bend the skies replay, I'd keep you close, I'd never stray. The days we left behind still linger in the corners of my mind. That summer we couldn't forget, your laugh still lingers in the sunset. Golden streets and late night drives, every moment kept our hearts alive. Ice cream melting down our hands, we swore we'd never leave this land. Every sunset, every song takes me back where we belong. I close my eyes, I feel the sway of those endless summer days. Summer we couldn't forget. Hearts collide, every memory pulls me to your side. I reach for love in the warm night air, holding on to moments rare. Summer we could, summer heartbeat in the waves sway. Summer we couldn't forget remains. A melody of joy mixed with pain. Summer we couldn't, hearts collide. Every memory pulls me to your side. I reach for love in the warm night air, holding on to moments rare. Summer we couldn't, soft and true. Every laugh still brings me back to you. If time could pause and skies replay, I keep you close and never stray. That summer we couldn't forget. Your laugh still lingers in the sunset. Rooftop view above the town, windows blinking far below. We just watch the traffic drown in a slow electric glow. Gassy cups along the ledge, conversations drifting wide, neither standing near the edge, yet nothing left to hide. That night felt like forever, stretched beyond the turning day. Every second held together in a fragile, shining way. Faint guitars from streets beneath, laughter carried through the air. You brush crumbs from my sleeve like you always place them there. We trace shapes across the sky, naming stars we barely knew, letting hours wander by with no need for something new. That night felt like forever, calm within a restless scene. Every moment tied together in between what might Streetlights shimmer on wet streets. Your laughter drips through the storm. I reach for shadows in the dark, where your memory keeps me warm. Every step I take alone feels like you're just ahead. I close my eyes and hear your voice, a whisper I can't forget. I still hear you in the rain, falling softly on my face. Every drop calls out your name in every quiet space. I still feel you in the storm, even when you're far away. I still hear you in the rain, and it won't wash you away. Your coat is draped upon the chair, a trace of you in the air. I talk to clouds, they answer back with echoes of what we shared. Every street reminds me of the steps we almost knew. I close my eyes and feel your hands reach out like they used to do. I still hear you in the rain, falling softly on my face. Every drop calls out your name in every quiet space. I still feel you in the storm, even when you're far away. I still hear you in the rain, and it won't wash you So when the night is cold and gray, I let the rain remind me I still hear you in the rain, and you'll always be with me. The clock ticks louder in the dark, shadows whispers through the hall. Your jacket's still draped on the chair like nothing changed at all. I trace the space where you once stood. The silence learns me well. I reach for words I cannot say, they vanish like a spell. When silence learned my name, it spoke the truth I couldn't hide. It knew the love, the loss, the blame, the pieces I keep inside. When silence learned my name, it held me while I broke in two. It said the heart remembers pain and still remembers you. Your coffee cup is upside down, a memory I can't erase. I talk to walls like old friends now, they echo your quiet grace. Every shadow in this room feels like it knows my fear. I try to scream without a sound, but silence draws me near. When silence learned my name, it spoke the truth I couldn't hide. It knew the love, the loss, the blame, the pieces I keep inside. When silence The morning light crept through the blinds. Your coffee cooled beside my hand. We whispered plans we never made, like time was something we could stand. Every look a quiet vow, every pause a truth unspoken. I felt the world rush past our feet, but we stayed. Hearts unbroken. We were never meant to hurry, never meant to chase the day. Every moment held a story, every breath a place to stay. We were never meant to hurry, slow enough to feel the flame. In the quiet, in the waiting, love remains the same. Jacket hangs upon the chair, a trace of you in every room. I talk to shadows like old friends, they know you laugh, you bloom. Every step we almost took was caught between our hearts. I felt the world push us along, but we stayed where we belong. We were never meant to hurry, never meant to chase the day. Every moment held a story, every breath a place to stay. We were never meant to hurry, slow enough to feel the flame. In the quiet, in the waiting, love remains the same. So if life tries to pull us fast, I'll hold your hand and we'll remain. We were never meant to hurry, our hearts will lead the way.